Today we're going to install this mirror with the LED backlighting built into it. And there's a couple things that we've got to do to make this work that aren't really logical coming out of the box. So the first thing is this cord. I mean, we don't want this cord sticking out because it's going to push on the back of the mirror. There's nothing recessed here. Now, it does have slots for it to go through, but I don't want the cord to come out and be exposed. We want the cord to stay back here. And again, if I have an outlet, even if it's a recessed outlet, you know, this cord sticking out, it's going to be that much distance that it's going to push the mirror out. So we're going to cut this off and hardwire this in. Now, the other thing is to use a laser to get this thing lined up. So that's where we're going to hardwire it. And then this is the mounting plate. Now, the nice thing with using a laser is I can center it where I want it. And then there's 3 holes, right? 1, 2, 3. This one goes in the middle. And it's very easy now to line it up. I don't have to hold a template or put a level up there or any of those other things. I don't need 3 hands to get this done. I can just put this right on the cross so I know it's going to be exactly where I want it in the middle. And then just put the holes on the laser line, center it. And now I'm going to mark my pencil line or point where I'm going to put the Molly screws. And that's it. It really, it can't get any easier than that. You know, if you have one of these lasers, first of all, it's centered, it's level, it's exactly where you want it. It's something anyone can do by themselves without having to get someone else to hold things or tape templates up or anything like that. So lasers make your life easy, get one. Now the mirror came with these self-tapping Molly screws. I like these a lot. I use these all the time, and if they don't come with them, I'll actually throw the ones away that they come with. And then I always have a lot of extra spares because these just, they work well and they bite hard. They don't strip out like the other ones. Sometimes the other ones can twist when you put the screw in. Now, the other weird thing is this is a very powerful modern impact driver. I actually don't like it so much when it comes to driving screws. This is an old one. I think it's about 8 years old maybe. But I actually like this one better because it's slower. It doesn't get so snappy, and I don't have to worry about, you know, the drills going in too fast or the screws going in too fast. And I like to always punch these a little bit because these things will walk a little bit when you get them, when you first start them out. So I want to make sure they're in the perfect spot. So all right, normally I'd put this mount up on the wall and then I would come and bring the mirror in, and then we'd get all the wiring done. But the trouble right now is that this box is up too high and I want to get the mirror as low as possible. So I'm actually going to be coming across this box with this mount. So I have to put the cover plate in first, then come across with this mounting plate. And I'd actually kind of like to come down a little bit more, but I don't want to have any of this exposed. So I had to kind of balance off this exposure with the height of the mirror. And it's a little extra goofing around, but anyhow, we'll go get that done. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm actually going to put this in backwards. So normally you'd go like this and put it that way. I'm going to put it this way. And I want the least amount of space here. So this is sticking out a little further. Not much, but I want to get the mirror as flush to the wall as possible. And of course, we have to be careful here not to nick the wire. So just go real slow. All right, we've got this connected now. And then of course, we have to go hang this up. These icons down here, that's the bottom. So we'll flip this around. Don't want to mount it upside down. I don't really like doing it this way, but I don't really know of a better way to do this at this point. Okay, that's just a protective film. All right. I'll leave those corners on. I've got some towels that I set up, and hopefully we can get this mounted without smashing the mirror. That's obviously a worst case scenario. So put this here and try to be slow, deliberate, and careful here. Yeah, I don't know. Again, this would be a case that'd be better if we had obviously an extra set of hands to hold this. But this is often the case, you just don't. Let me get this crusty drywall out of the way. It's keeping this from going in easily. All right, now get that plate up there. Yeah, we don't want to tighten any of these down until we get them all started. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's a problem. Ah. Double problem. Yeah, this is what I get for using theirs. I should have used the ones I always buy. Let me set this down here. This is exactly the kind of thing that always seems to cause trouble. You think you have everything lined up and then you got this kind of problem. Okay, this one just pushed through. Trouble is, I'll show you. These are solid. Okay, so you see there's no relief in here, which forced that screw, instead of screwing into this thing and expanding, it pushed it in further and stripped it right out. So that's not good. I'll show you the ones I always buy. Now the difference here, you can see how it's split. See, if you look right there, how it's split. So when you put the screw in, it expands out. It butterflies out, so it gives you a stronger bite, and it doesn't force its way through. So fortunately, I don't have to have this plate exactly centered. What I can move this over, and there's room to play left and right. Now it's not what I want to do, but obviously my hand has been forced. So I'm going to just set up one more time and get my line again, and then move everything over just an inch or so. And this is always the position you don't want to be in. As soon as you start doing all this extra stuff, that's when you knock things around and things get broken, knocked over. It's never good. All right, there's my line. So I got to get these screws out of here too. It's kind of what I get. You know, when you have something you're successful with, you should stick with it. I use these because it came with the mirror, and I thought, well, okay, they're pretty close to the ones I use. I'll just go with them. But normally, I just throw them out, and I pay for the good ones because then it's done right. And now, what did I save? $1. And I'm doing this all twice now, so I didn't save anything. It's costing me money at this point. Yeah, you can tell, even these, if you look at the tear out, see there's no tear out. Even these are going in better. Yeah, that's why I say if you have something you're successful with, stick with it. Every time I deviate away from what I'm good with, that's where I run into trouble. And seems like you always got to relearn your lessons. All right. Now, take these. There we go. And there. And that is, well, that's done. All right, so like I said, there was some side-to-side movement. We had some variants we could put in there. And actually, I may as well line this up, make it perfect. Once you have a laser, you just want to do everything with it. So I'm going to line this right up off that edge. There we go. Push this over. And there it is, perfect. Voila. And that's a wrap. Just got to take this plastic off, take these corners off. Get this plastic sheet off of this thing. This will just peel right off. And that's it. Mirror successfully hung, wired, screw-ups fixed, and we're good to go.